So we have the model and the schema, so the blueprint for our product. How can we now use this logic to create new JavaScript objects and in the end to create new documents stored in our database? Let's get started by creating a new file here first, a Mongoose.js file, because I want to keep both the Mongo.js and the Mongoose code here for you, just as a reference. And in this Mongoose file, we'll now add the logic to create and get new products. We'll first start with creating products and we'll use Mongoose for this purpose. Therefore, we have to, again, import Mongoose with the require syntax here. So that's Mongoose, but we also want to use our model in here. Therefore, we should also import this. For that, we'll create another constant, and you can name this however you want, but as we refer to our model, and as we can use this model to create a new JavaScript object based on the blueprint in the end, convention is to start with a capital letter here, so the constant product would be equal to, again, the require syntax, but now referring to our models folder, and here the product file. You can omit the file extension here. Now, to create the product based on this model, we create another constant, again, create product as we had it before in the MongoDB part. This will again be an asynchronous task here. Request, response, and next. And now in this function, we want to use our model. To do that, we need another constant here, and this will now be the created product. So not create product, but the created product. So in the end, this should now use our model to create this new JavaScript object. And as it turns out, our product, so our model that we use in the end, can be instantiated as here. Our model function is a constructor function. Therefore, we can again use new here and refer to our model. And here we can now pass in a JavaScript object, and into this JavaScript object, we can pass in the information required for our model, for our product schema in the end. And what is required? Well, it's again our name, and we get the name from the request body that we send, and inside the body, this should be the name property. And same thing for the price. This is also provided in the request body, but here the price. So this is our create product logic. We will also use this in our app.js file, of course. Therefore, we can also use our export syntax here once again to make sure this works. By the way, I'm not using module exports at this stage because technically we only have one export now, but we will add the get products logic soon. And I want to be able to easily switch between the Mongo and Mongoose file in app.js. Therefore, I'm using this export syntax at this stage. What's missing now, though, is the logic to connect to our database now via Mongoose, and of course also to finally store the document, the created document, in the database. These are the next steps now.